Alright, this is WhyBeAre with Euro Truck Simulator 2. Just to show off what happens when you do a new game, we're going to do a new game. It's going to be a WhyBeAre temp. And what you got to do is you got to choose your face. So you say, I want, this, but they're all male. If you want a female face, you got to click there and it's like, oh, there we go. But look at the disproportionate amount of faces here. That's it. Male faces. It goes on. So I just picked something random for my main game. I'm going to do the same here. And you got to pick your preferred truck type. They have real brands in here. So like Renault trucks. And then you got Valiant, Majestic, MAN. They got real ones. They also I thought they did. There it is there. The one I can't pronounce. We've been over that before. And you can choose your logo. Whatever logo you want. Like I want this one. You enter your name. I ship your shit. And then you hit create, and this is cool. It says, alright, what kind of controls do you use? So if you use keyboard, mouse, or controller, so say you use a controller, you'd be like boom, and then it says, alright, what kind of shifting you want, and click it, and then it says, alright, these are the controls we set for you. If they're not good, change them. But it's cool that it has that. It's like same for mouse. You can say, alright, what you want again, and it's like, alright, you can now control with the mouse. You say, alright, I want keyboard, and control with the keyboard. Just to show this part off real quick, I'm going to use the keyboard. Really though, ever since they kind of changed their engine up a bit, the physics engine, I don't like grabbing with the keyboard as much as I used to. But you got a lot of Europe to choose through. You can go, let's go to Italy, why not? So you confirm. And we're going to go through the tutorial just because it's a good way to say, hey, look at this shit, look at that shit. But I'm going to be using the keyboard at the tutorial, so expect a little kind of wonky controls because I've been using the gamepad this whole time. Because it feels better ever since they changed their control scheme, which they did after I think it was Euro Truck was either the first one or the last one to use the control scheme, the old new one, or change it, whatever. So now it's my chance to experience my dream job, driving a truck. Except that's not my dream job, but whatever. My own transportation company is open, but I don't even have a truck, so I have to work for other people to get that truck. So I have a company, but no assets. Great. And then, so this one is just, hey, here's a job you can do, and it's like a really short job, and it uses it for the tutorial. So you turn the engine on. Sorry, you throttle with this one, turn with this one, turn with that one, brake with that one. And it's alright, look at all these cameras. You got all the cameras you always have in trucking games. The interior, exterior, above, top, side, like you're sticking your head out the window. And then there's a bumper, I think. Whoops. Bumper, wheel. You got shit tons. What was this one? I forget. Oh, that's dramatic cameras. Duh. Alright, so when you're done with that, you enter, and then this is the neat stuff. So I accidentally already brought it up, but this is the new system they have. I'm not going to read the tutorial for this, I'm just show it off. So what it is instead of having that really clunky system that they had in every previous one, they redesigned it entirely for this small little thing right here, and huge improvement, really. Everything about this is nicer. It has like an actual GPS area look to it, so it's like, oh look, it's like it has like a GPS look, how they have that angled, instead of being above view only map, and it live updates, and it's easier to see things when you're at that angle versus the above view, like which way you need to go, and it highlights the route better. Small details that are a lot better. And then it's like, here's the information about your job, here's the information about your truck and trailer, and if you need to be flipped over because you flipped over. And then there's also like email systems and all your other little small stats like your gear, gas, speed, date. There's lots of small things. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to a interior view. You can still stick your head out the window if you so desire. But we're going to go ahead and do this delivery. Where's the exit from here? I've never been to this area, so hold on. Where's the exits? Not that way. Obviously, it must be this way. Alright, so let's go ahead and... So you do have to counter steer, which is kind of unusual because, like, if it's the same handling system in the other ones, which I don't care for as much. I mean, it's more realistic, but it's kind of a pain. So we're going to go ahead and say, alright, bring this thing up, and then it has, not only does it have a red path highlighter, but it has a green arrow that points like this is the direction you need to head, because it'll highlight your whole route. It doesn't just, you know, highlight where you need to go. It highlights the whole thing. So we're just gonna get behind this guy and go and do this first delivery. It's really short. Okay, wait a minute. Shit. Which side of the road is Italy? Fuck. I just realized it's a left-hand drive car. I'm on the wrong side of the road now. I was in the UK for my actual playthrough. I'm used to driving on the left side of the road now. Sorry. 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 I got used to driving on the wrong side of the road. That screws me up a bit. So then you can park it. You know, you could really park it if you want to. If you can. If you're me, you can't probably. I'm going to try the exterior view. Parking, that's where this handling system falls apart. Personally, I think. Because I'm at a bad angle, so I'm not going to bother to try to park it. But this is where it falls apart. So say you have like, alright, I need to back up just a bit with the steering wheel cranked all the way this way. So you do that. And you're like, okay, that's the alignment I want. And then you stop. But then, if you want to go straight back, you have to actually manually say, okay, I need to straighten this wheel out. You have to actually say, this is straight. And that's realistic. But when you're using the keyboard as an input, yeah, it doesn't work. It kind of works a little better when you use a controller, but it's still ugh. So I'm not, like I said, I kind of came at this at a bad angle, so I'm not going to actually park it. I'm going to just turn it in. And then it gives you some stats. Like I got 1 experience point and $363. Because that's the tutorial, how much experience you want to get for that. This ain't no Xbox game where it's like, good job, you did this tutorial, you get 10 Xbox points or whatever the hell they're called. So then they give you your first place. It's a dump. Well, yeah, you could have one thing in here and that's it. So you have to earn enough money to buy a truck. And, well, that's the tutorial aspect. So we're going to hop back over to my game where I've been playing a lot. A little bit of a little bit better situation here. I got the siren machine with, like, so everybody knows this guy can't drive. But we got a lot of menus and stuff. We're gonna kind of just pop through. Skills is a special thing where you get like special bonuses. So if you raise your eco driving skill, you're more fuel efficient. If you get these skills, you can transport like hazardous materials. If you go over to this one, it's like if you do, you know, certain aspects get you bonuses. Like if you do big deliveries, if you do valuable things, fragile things, you know, if you're always on time type of thing. Lots of things there. Next, you got the progress history, which shows like how you leveled up over time. I'm, you know, I have a little bit of a more stuff than I should for my level. So then you got like damage for your vehicle. This one's brand new, so it ain't damaged. And you got your cabin adjustments, so you can say, I want to turn my lights on, because there's no, like, the other way to turn the lights on is kind of weird. So this way is just the easy way to do it. Normally the menus would actually be loaded over, so you wouldn't have to load in between doing that, but whatever. But like here, it's like, turn all the lights on. So there. So like I said, I like to make sure people know that I can't drive. So I kind of like the game a bit by having flashing lights everywhere, but it protects the people. That's what's important. So going back to the menus though, there's that, and then there's also the mirrors. You could actually say, I want this mirror to be, you know, just like real life. You could adjust your mirrors. Upgrades tells you what upgrades you've just recently unlocked, because upgrades are based on your level. And then truck dealer is where you buy your truck. So you say, like, there's different dealerships for every type of truck. These are the two I happen to be unlocked. There's a Renault and a Valiant one. So you can get those. And recruitment agency is where you get people to drive those trucks. So you just like say, I'll hire a driver, and it tells you like all the ones that are available from the ones you've been to. I don't have any trucks that can hire anybody, but these are the two you could get. Kind of crap drivers, just like me. And then there's a bank where you get your loans from. So oh, I can borrow 500,000 euros or pounds or whatever. So just take all the money you can. But I don't do that. And then there's just more stuff, like you can manage your trucks. Lots of stuff on that kind of aspect. You can manage your, say like this, you can look at the person driving the truck. So this is Richard. He is making me some money. Then you got people like WhyBeAre, who's losing me $8,000 a day. Oh wait, no. You got people like this guy who's losing me $174 a day. Why do I even hire him still? I don't know. It's okay. He'll be better eventually, right? But that's about it for all these kind of menu systems. Then you got just the core aspect of, hey, let's do some deliveries. So I'm going to pop over to controller, because that's what I've actually been using for most of the time and get the interior view going. Controller just works for just driving. It works really nice. Like, it's superior to the keyboard. Right now I don't have actually anything GPS'd up or anything, so I forgot to show this off anyways, is the job market. Before you get your truck, it's just you hit quick job and then you choose a truck which has a job already with it, and you just start at A and into B. Then you have, when you actually get your own truck, freight market, where you go and say, okay, what kind of thing do I want to deliver? So you say, okay, I want to deliver, you know, what is that one? Where does it say? I don't know. Oh, Digger 500. There it is. But what city am I in? I'm in London, so I want a delivery that starts in London. There are ones where you cross the water. Nothing happens really spectacularly, but there are some that do. We'll go ahead and do one that does. So now we can say, okay, which way to go? And we head out. Do I look both ways? Nope. What did I hit? I hit a car. Right, we ended up over here because, no, I have no excuse. My recording system was lagging, so I just edited it out. But here we are, and I just was, like, I'm just showing something stupid. The GPS says to go this way around the roundabout. It's fucking GPS. Why is it telling you to go against traffic on a roundabout? What's up with that, man? That's just a small detail I just noticed. But yeah, I kind of just cut things out because I was lagging too hard. And don't try to go the wrong way on a roundabout. You end up at a terrible angle to try to do that turn. And don't do it because you'll probably get in a car wreck. That's another good reason not to go the wrong way on a roundabout. I mean, you could say, oh, all GPSs do that. Number one, I don't own a GPS. Number two, I live in the US. Roundabouts are rare. How the hell would I know either of those? But anyways, let's go ahead and get that delivery. Oh, we overdid it. Oh, no, we didn't. Cool. So you enter, and we say, alright, good, the one I wanted is still available, so you take the job. And now we just go ahead and make our way over to the trailer. So we'll go take a wide turn, hopefully not crashing into it. One thing, throttle control is kind of hard if you use the keyboard. Like, that's really difficult. Like, keyboard, you hit the throttle a bit, and you end up you keep going. Like, that was just a tap, and I ended up at like 8 miles per hour, because automatic transmission shifts you. You can be gentle with a gentler with a controller. It's still, you know, not as responsive as a real car, because it's actually realistically modeled after you know, diesel crazy torque engine they use in these things. But it's a little over crazy if you're trying to use the keyboard, which is one of the reasons I say it's kind of better with a controller. You have a little bit more throttle management and more control. It's just superior. Anyways, just like any of these truck games, though, you gotta make some deliveries. Again, I didn't look which way to go. Thankfully, nobody was there. I really need to stop that. So this time it tells you the correct way on the roundabout. Small detail. And we'll go ahead and just make this delivery. Probably crashing a dozen times in the process. It's not like I don't warn people. I mean, look. Like, I got flashing lights every fucking where. You know I'm gonna fucking crash. See? Told you, I'm already on the goddamn sidewalk because I'm trying to look at my flashing lights. Alright, so let's just try to do some stupid overtaking and speeding. Speed limit's 30. So we'll actually slow down and plop cruise control on to 30 once we get it kind of at 30. We can go a little for more. We can do like 32. We don't get a ticket for 32. 31. Close enough. So we're just going to go ahead and do this delivery and then be like, hey, this is what happens when you do a delivery. This game looks nice though. I mean, like, yeah, all things aside, let's see. How do I close up? F2? No, okay, close those up. Close that. I mean, just you can drive like this, but the game looks pretty good, you know. It's not going to compete with things like Crysis and stuff, but as far as trucking games go, it looks nice. I don't think the traffic is licensed, as you see that car I'm kind of passing. But they do resemble real cars. The trucks are licensed, though. What? Hell no. Road rage, motherfucker. I'm not letting you go. I think the speed limit actually increased, so I might as well speed up, though. Alright, so up here we're going to go right. And if I take this hard enough, I can flip the truck. Should I? Maybe. Maybe I might flip it just for fun. Alright, I'm braking. I won't flip it. I'm trying to just show off the game realistically. You wouldn't realistically flip it. Except I'm on the side of the road instead of... Whatever. Back on the road. So yeah, I showed off like all the things that were unique about this game. But you know, here on out, it's pretty much just like any trucking game. It's get A to B. Driving on the road, which is pretty damn relaxing for me, and that's why I like them. Except I noticed my speedometer's broken. It might be because I damaged the truck. It's like at 9% damage. When I was lagging, I had very little control and I was crashing. Which is edited out, unless I forget to. In which case, oops. But that's kind of, you know, just a pain. So, I mean, well, there's two speedometers, I should say. The one speedometer that is like a normal one, that works. But the electronic one in the middle does not work. And just, yeah, you can read the other one fine. But it's easier to read the electronic one for driving like this because it's kind of small. You know, but whatever. It's all good. I need to exit here. I don't have my mirrors turned on for that side. I could look over, but shit, it really is hard to drive when you like you get your angle that you're used to having the camera in, and then you can drive perfectly fine like that. But the second you start to try to drive while looking in that mirror, you're driving in the middle of the road and you don't even notice it. So, getting back to the angle. And then the other thing I should show off is truck customization. There's a great deal of that. That's how I got the one with the sirens everywhere, which you can still kind of see if you look in the mirror on the trailer. Oh, I see. I was mistaken. Oh, the number on the electronic thing is your cruise control speed. That's cool. I didn't realize that because 90% of the time I ran with cruise control. Right now I wasn't. I just never realized that. Alright, we're going to have to overtake this guy. He's going slow. Speed limit's 60 through here. All the trucks will top out at 55 no matter what, it seems like. I like having the mirrors up, though. I'm going to go ahead and pop it up. Okay. So that way I know it's safe to... Well, guess I shouldn't change lanes right then, but... I like having that mirror up because it's less disorienting than trying to, like, look straight and look at that mirror. And it's easier just to say, alright, you know what? Pop up that extra mirror. But we don't need this part up if I can... Yeah, we don't always need that up. You can have a miniature version, but this is a nicer truck. And the nicer trucks have an upgrade where it's built into the truck, which is nice. Not all the trucks have that. First one you get won't, and you have to level up quite a bit to get that. Again, don't ask how I leveled up so much. Don't ask how I got so much money. Just don't. I mean, if you must know, yes, it was cheated in. Why? So I can make sure I... Oh, I guess it's not 50 through here. Whoops. Maybe it's... Or 60. It must be 50. Well, now everybody's passing me. What the hell is the speed limit through here? Who knows? You can put it in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. I don't quite know if like the signs will like change automatically when you do that, or if when you see like a sign that says, I don't know, you know, 100 kilometers per hour, you gotta know it's 60 miles per hour or what. I mean, that's just a rough... I think that's about right, but you know, that's a rough estimate. But I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've always just run miles per hour because that's what I'm used to. I am in the grass. Again, I have the warning lights for a reason. Look at them go in that tunnel. So you got like a nice light engine for the lights, and for the graphics are just, they're nice. I don't actually recall what settings I have it at. I just kind of played with them until I could record without lagging. But normally I'd run them on high. But it looks pretty similar. Go ahead and plop cruise control back on. We're going 55 because everybody passed me when I slowed down. One thing I noticed though, I'm a little too touchy with the steering when I use the controller, so I'm all over the place. Oh, merging lanes. Do this like the Americans would. That's how Americans merge lanes. Actually, no, this is how Americans merge lanes. Fuck that shit. We'll drive on the right side of the road. Oh, God. Excuse me. I didn't want to get into a head-on collision, so you were to be killed. I will slow down just a bit to not run into this guy. What is it? 50 through here? Cool. Alright, I think that's about 50. Yep, perfect. Cool. I'm using actually a combination of a controller and the keyboard. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't want to hit him. So I just kind of took the dirt. Alright, so now it's 30. 29's close enough. Alright, again, the GPS tells you the proper way on the roundabout this time. I think it's basically if the closest direction is to the right, it tells you just to say, fuck it, go the wrong way. Like I said, it's just one of those funny things I just happened to notice right then. Alright, so they got speed cameras through here, so let's not speed. Again, up on the sidewalk. There's a reason the sirens are there. Oh, shit. I got a little too eager. Let's pull up the map. Oh, shit. No, I'm going the right way. Cool. I couldn't see the light though. I wasn't looking at the light at all. I was like, oh, this is intersection shit. I was trying to look at the GPS. So anyways, when you need to cross the water, you just go to a dock. You just pull up, stop right there, and hit enter. And it says, where you want to go? And it says, I want to go here. And it charges you some money. And then you just teleport across. It's like, oh, look, it's water. I don't know if that's just because the place I'm going to was like a dock city, or if it's because I'm crossing the water. But, yeah. How the hell did I turn that on? I genuinely don't know how I turned the blinker on. But, oh, that's something I didn't show off. The music. Right now it's just playing generic music from the game, but this game has awesome features for the music. I'm not even joking. Like, they really did some nice stuff with music. I'll have to show it off after I'll do this delivery just so you can have like the music that comes with the game playing. So I'll go in and let that stuff play. Alright, so we're all about where the delivery is, and this music just kind of comes up when you're low on time. I've been doing reasonable through this whole trip, so I don't think I have much to worry about, but just in case, let's run this red light. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and do this delivery, and then I got to show off the radio, and that'll be about it. Let's see. Again, I came in at a poor angle. so I'm not going to worry about trying to back it in. But you'd get more experience if you backed it in. So there we go. Look at that. I got some more experience. The Warrior's level 28. And then it loads you up. And then I'll show off the radio stuff. Because it's cool. I'm not even joking. The radio stuff they have is cool. Oh, it's like I didn't even notice it until I accidentally press R to mess with it. So what it has is as a music player where you just dump your music or shortcuts into your music or whatever into the certain folder and it'll play it. Or it has a list of just tons of online radio stations you can listen to. And if you want to, you can modify which ones it has in this list and add your favorites even. I mean, I can't play anything because it's like, oh, I don't have the copyrights to that or anything. But all these stations you can listen to. Russian, SK, Slovakia maybe? I don't know. But it has like UK... what would CZ be? Czechoslovakia? I don't know. But it has tons of different countries and stuff, and it's cool. That's a cool feature, you know? Anyhow, that's about it. I think I'm gonna just go and make it at nighttime just so I can show off how flashy my lights are, and that'll be it. And to show off how it gets to nighttime, it's pretty simple. All you do is crash into a pole. Fuck. That's what I get for trying to use the keyboard to drive. I am not used to using the keyboard to drive. Oh, that's right, repairs. We could do that. I'm not used to using the keyboard to drive though, so I shouldn't do that. Because like that was one of the reasons I crashed earlier. Is I was trying to use the keyboard. I gotta stick with the controller because it's the simplest to use and what I'm used to. So before we go and make it nighttime, let's just go ahead and show off what repairs are like. So there's a bunch of places you can get repairs at. And here's one of them. Took that turn way too damn wide. Alright. Now we got to counter steer. Takes a little long to steer sometimes from a full turn. Just move up a bit more and we're there. Oh, and buying trucks. Well, I guess you don't have to show off buying trucks. Service, you just hit repair, and you blew money to repair it. That's it. Upgrades, though, what you do when you buy a truck is you get to choose all this stuff. So you like say, I want this kind of thing, and then I want this thing. You know, you choose whatever you want. Different interiors, different colors. Then you get to choose all these accessories, like, you know, what color, what kind of rims, kind of tires. Then you can choose like what kind of bars and stuff. So like you get all these different kinds, and then there's like sub options. So when you have a certain bar, you can put certain accessories on it. And you have a plate thing, which I've never actually. That's weird. I've never had that show up before. Must be because I went to the out of the UK maybe. I don't know, or maybe it's because I don't know. That's weird. But there's tons of things you could choose from. Tons of things, like there's just all these things. I'm just really clicking through them fast, but there's tons of options, and there's interior ones too, so you could say, oh, that's the plate. But you could say I want this thing, like mirror, change the mirrors. There's tons of options for customization. You know, engine, chassis, there's tons. Well, I mean, as far as trucks go, there's tons. I could play a game where there's more, but it's not the truck game. You could paint it too, so you could say, I want this custom color. And, you know, whatever you like. Some of them will have special, like, yeah, like these. There they are. There's special paints you can get, so, like, you know, you want it to look like that. Go and buy it. Now your truck looks like that. Alright, so now that's done. Truck's fully repaired. I ended up losing a ton of money doing this video because I drove so recklessly. Oh well. Go ahead and see, this is one thing though. It takes a while to turn your wheel again. Whoops, forgot to put it in reverse. But it takes a second to turn your wheel when you have trying to do stuff like this. You sit there for like a few seconds before your wheel's finally turned over all the way. The question marks is where you find the truck the places to buy trucks. Is this left or right? Left or right? This is right. Where you could buy trucks and hire people. Fuck it. I'm not patient right now. We're gonna run the red light. But that's where you can do that kind of stuff. We'll just go ahead and see which one this is. If it's a truck buying place, we could buy some trucks. Yeah, it's a truck buying place, so you could just roll up into here. And just kind of like, oh, this one's closed right now. Oh well. It's the same kind of thing as you saw in those upgrades, though. The only thing is you can't choose paint. That's about it. Again, driving really recklessly here because I don't have the patience. Thankful I don't crash. Alright, let's just go to the sleep area. There's one to my left, or there's one if I keep going straight. I think it'd be easier if I go to this one. Ah! I am driving so reckless right now. I just want to try to get this thrown as fast as possible, because it's taking a little longer than most people would care. All you do for these is there's no icon, so it kind of threw me off at first. You just pull into a spot, or kind of into a spot. Yeah, that's pulled into it, but you just hit E to sleep. So you go boom. Or you hit E to turn your engine off, then into the sleep, if you want to be precise about it. But then, yeah, look at my lights. Everybody knows to watch the fuck out for me. I can't drive for shit. Alright. So that's Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's pretty damn good. I mean, really, it's the best truck game there is because it's, you know, it's an improvement over the other ones. The only one you might want to look into is Scania, like we've been over this. I can't pronounce this, but I've done a video for it. It's SCANIA, Truck Simulator, Truck Driver, something like that. That one's a kind of different kind of game. That one's more competition oriented, where it's like kind of almost mini games, where it's like drive this crazy like road and like do this kind of like thing through the cones. It's a different kind of game, and it's cool in its own right. So it's more of a compliment to this game, but any other truck game pretty much, at least by SCS Soft, will pretty much be not as good as this one. So if you're going to get a truck game, it should be either this one or Scania, whatever. But that'll do it. So until next time, it's from WhyBeAre. See ya.